Today, I want to discuss a little bit about our drop and pocket movement progression in a quarterback training session. The first thing we get our young quarterbacks, really quarterbacks of any age or ability level, we want to get them comfortable in a three-step drop. A couple main coaching points of our three-step is we want to make sure that our first step is really a drive step that's getting us back away from the line of scrimmage, straight back and plenty of depth, so we separate ourselves and set that pocket deep enough to give us time to make good decisions. And then the next two steps will be small steps that help gather our momentum and gather our weight distribution to make a good, accurate throw to our target. So there's also a little bit of a difference between a hitch and a stick, is what we call it. When you hitch up, you're actually going to reset the feet after the third step. Sometimes you're waiting on a receiver, sometimes you're getting to another progression. But then the stick is when you put that last step in the ground, you put that third step of your drop in the ground and are able to drive the ball with timing off that last step to usually an out-breaking route, or maybe our first read is open, or even we're getting some sort of pressure that we're having to get rid of the ball quickly off that last step. And then obviously we want to make sure that we're not only comfortable in a three on a stick and three off of a hitch. We'd obviously start moving the pocket a little bit. I'm getting comfortable getting off platform or sliding the pocket front or back, or even gaining a little more ground or buying some time to avoid not only a rush, but sometimes it's just our linemen getting worked back into us a little bit. We're having to navigate the pocket to be able to find those throwing lanes over the middle and even to some of our out-breaking routes. So little progression would go, get them comfortable, three off the hitch, then try to add the three off the stick to make sure that they're able to transfer that weight and transfer that energy, still get some velocity on the ball. And then you would progress to the pocket movement to where your quarterbacks are comfortable resetting their feet as they keep their eyes downfield. And then when they're moving the pocket, you want to make sure that they're taking choppy steps, they're keeping their feet underneath them, and they're keeping a wide base, always ready to throw, whether you're doing that with commands, with visual cues, or whatever the case may be. You just want to make sure that they're doing a good job with their base. They're being athletic. They're not, looking like robots in the pocket. You want them to be fundamentally sound and controlling their body movements, but also able to change direction and react to the throw is important. You don't want them to be so focused on the pocket movement and the footwork that when it comes down to making a throw, they're not able to do it. So there's many ways you can do it, just giving them directions or verbal commands or different cues to get them to either slide, rip up, reset, what I call reset, which is basically buying yourself a little more time back away from the line of scrimmage. But just make sure your quarterbacks are comfortable with all those movements. It looks natural, it becomes natural for them, and something they could do, whether it's after a drop, whether it's on the move, on a sprint out. They're able to adjust their feet and make plays both with their arm and their legs.